What did you enjoy about your team tonight?
That we were us. That's what I demanded before the match. I want to see that energy, that determination, that fluidity, that movement, that purpose in our play. And that was there from the beginning. That lead to connecting with our crowd. Obviously, you know what happens when we are able to do that. And then, obviously, the goals were really helpful because they set the tone for the rest of the game.
But you pushed Chelsea back right from the start. Was that part of the team talk, part of the plan tonight?
We wanted to do that. We know that if we knew that we could dominate them and put them in the final third, they were going to have issues. The moment, like in the last 30 minutes, we allowed them to run, don't finish action, and start with all the transition moments against the players that they have, you have problems.
But to say that was more like us, did you feel you'd lost something along the way in the last few weeks?
Obviously, we conceded very poor goals. The performance against City was something very different to the other two. And today we have to be back to be much better in many departments. And I think we've done that, especially the first 60 minutes.
Mikel, you were absolutely magnificent today, especially in the first half and the first 15 minutes of the second half. The next thing for you is that killing teams off even more, 4 and 5-0, instead of dropping off?
For sure. I think I totally agree with you. I think those 50 minutes in the second half, we should have scored 2 or 3 goals. Then the game is over and you have to control the game in a different way. When you don't do that and you start to give the ball away and not controlling certain spaces against teams like that and they punish you, then some doubts appear again, and that's probably the next step.
You've been conceding a couple of goals in the last couple of games, and today you make some really important changes. Are you happy with the teams, the way that they answer defensively?
Yes, especially Jakub. Obviously, it was a big task for him. You know, he hasn't played in the Premier League yet, and to throw him in against those players, it was a big ask. But we believe that he was ready. I think his partnership with Gavi worked out really well. I think Georgie as well, we gave us a little of control and leadership in that midfield, and I'm very pleased with them.
Mikel, going a little bit away from the game, you know, I've been lucky enough in the couple of months to come to the training ground, and thanks to you, Vic, for allowing it as well. But getting to know a little bit of the players and being around them, I realized that the togetherness of the team and the profile of the player is always very humble, very positive. You know, when Saka misses a penalty, everyone goes to him. When there is a tackle, when someone is down, I see that the togetherness that sometimes makes teams champions. Is this something that you as a coach, Edu, the club in general, look, apart from the top player, the other side of being a good guy, humble guy?
I think to make something successful and permanent, I think you need, first of all, the best people and then the best players.
Yeah.
And I think the first one is easier to recruit than the second one, but at least they have to be great people. And when you have that, and I think we are that across the club, not only players but the staff as well, it's really helpful to build something like what we want.
Of course, everyone's going to be asking the question, and we do ask the question every week. Mikel, can you win the title? Are you going to stop City?
We have 4 games to go. We are top of the league. That was one of the things that we talked about, is tonight, can we go back and be where we've been for many months? And now we have to wait and see. It's not in our hands. We know that.
Because it must be so important to you, given the fact that you've led all the way to finish the season strongly and take it as far as you possibly can, at least.
For sure. We're going to try to do that against Newcastle. Now we have another tough match, and we'll try to prepare it to win.
But if the season ended now, how would you actually reflect on it?
I am on holidays tonight. You don't see me for 2 weeks or 2 months.
Oh, come on, how would you reflect on what you've seen from your team?
Regardless, up to today, what this team has done, I think is remarkable. They fully deserve it, especially the players and the staff. And we are really happy. We're going to have Champions League football after so many years, and we've done it with 5-6 games to go. But we have to be unsatisfied, and we cannot accept that this is good enough for this club, and we have to push even further, see where we get.
And in some ways, maybe Newcastle on Sunday is a little marker, comparison of your progress?
I don't know. We look at us, what we can do better, and keep improving.
How's Gabriel, by the way? Is he going to be okay for that game?
I don't know. He had to leave. He wasn't comfortable at all, and that's pretty strange from Gabi because he's a big fighter, but I don't know.
Will we see Saliba in that game, potentially?
I don't know either. No.
Okay. Well, we wish you well. We'll see you on Sunday for more of these interviews.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you,
Thank you very much.